Welcome back, everybody. So I was sitting there having my lunch, some clam chowder, and a little wrap. And I saw this pop up on my feed, this video from Jeremy Lefebvre, Financial Education 3, TTCF, comma, banks, and Tesla. Man, all the things that are getting searched most recently. So Jeremy apparently has decided to address Tattooed Chef, and he's also turned off all comments like a total massive bussy. But we're going to go ahead and react to this video because Jeremy said some very interesting things about Tattooed Chef and gave us his honest thoughts about how important this stock is to our country. That's right. Tattooed Chef is solving a national crisis, both with our civilian population and with the military. And oh, by the way, Jeremy, what he's doing here is he's posting to all these different channels now because he wants 100K subscribers on all of his sub-channels. Like, that's some kind of accomplishment. That's like if I started another channel, right? And I got 1,000 subscribers on it by telling people, hey, go to this channel, go to my channel, go to my other channel. Oh, wow, I got 1,000 subscribers. Oh, my God, the same people that are subbed to my main channel go to the other one. But whatever. Let's go ahead and react to this sad, pitiful excuse of a video, and I'm going to give you my honest thoughts.
We need to change the food system in an epic way, right? And, you know, I look at all these companies that are very important, right? I think Impossible Foods is a very important company. I think Oatly is a very important company. I think Tattoo Chef's an incredibly important company. And
okay. Not even a couple seconds into the video, and I have to pause it. You can tell that Jeremy is emotionally invested in investing in garbage stocks because, as he said, the food industry needs to change. There needs to be a change. There is a cause that we need to fight for to change the food industry. And we're going to do that through Impossible Beef. We're going to do that through Tattooed Butt Crack. We're going to do that through all of these amazing companies that are going to change and solve this huge problem. This thing is a crusade, okay? This is a moral imperative. This is something that Jeremy invested in, it seems like, partially because of morality and because he believes in the cause. When you're buying an investment, okay, it's not about causes. It's not about being a good person or saving the world. It's about making freaking money, okay? And you may think that's a bad way to approach things, but if you buy investments because you believe in the cause, you're going to just buy a bunch of overvalued trash. Look at the whole ESG industry, okay? The vast majority of that stuff is garbage. Massive garbage or highly speculative. And when that happens, you get absolutely wrecked. So never make an investment because you believe in the cause. And that's your only freaking reasoning. If it's a trash company but the cause is good, well, guess what? It's a trash company and you shouldn't buy it.
And, you know, to see any of these companies go under that, in my opinion, are very important to this movement, it would be a huge letdown for the entire plant-based food space. It'd be a huge letdown to that entire movement. And I would hate to see it. Like I said, not just from the financial front, but literally from the front of, like, you know, making this happen.
Okay. Do you know why these companies are going down, ladies and gentlemen? It's because even the people that like plant-based food aren't buying the products. That's right. Tattooed Chef is now experiencing revenue decline. They are no longer a growth stock. They are a dying company. They were never profitable to begin with. They were horribly mismanaged. They have horrible accountants, horrible managers. Everything about that company is absolutely awful. But the main reason it's dying is because people that are interested in that kind of stuff aren't buying the products. If they were, you would continue to see revenue growth at least. So you know who's killing this movement? It's the people that they're trying to appeal to. And we'll figure it out why in a second. There's a big reason why. And it has nothing to do with, oh, it's just, it's not healthy enough. No, there's other options out there.
In order to combat the Coca-Colas, the Pepsis, the Frito-Lays and all the snack companies and all the other companies that are in this different space that sell, you know, products that just aren't healthy for folks, right? In order to combat that, you need other big companies to grow that hopefully can get us on the right path.
Yeah, Jeremy. You know, every time I walk into Walmart, the first thing I see is the produce aisle. I can grab potatoes. I can grab apples. I can grab lettuce. I can grab tomatoes. I can grab all sorts of stuff. I can buy whatever fresh ingredients I need in Walmart, okay? You think that the only competition with tattooed truckers sweaty you-know-what is with Coke or Pepsi or any of the other garbage companies out there? No, there's a much larger universe of food, and you can get plenty of food, healthy, without buying Tattooed Chef.
And if you don't have those companies, then those old school companies that got us into this place of 70% of the United States population overweight or obese, right? Those are going to continue to dominate. And in terms of those metrics of how many people are obese or overweight, it's just going to continue to get worse. That's a trend we've seen for decades and decades and decades. So we need a massive change in movement here, but it's not going to happen without big corporations that are part of that movement. And the old school guys, they're happy with this. They're happy that.
Okay, look, it's not the big corporations that are doing this. We don't need, like, new soy boy corporations to take over. You know, if a big corporation could see profits in the soy boy sector, you don't think they would get into that? Yeah, they would. It's all about people's individual choices. It's very simple. Sugar is addicting. Fatty food is delicious. That's never going to change, okay? It's not the corporation screwing us over. It's you and your lard tub friends eating the same garbage over and over again. And even if Tattooed Chef grew and became a dominant force, trust me, there's still going to be junk food out there. Tattooed Chef is not a substitute for Coca-Cola and Pepsi, okay? Maybe frozen food, maybe a Hungry Man would be a substitute for Tattooed Chef, but it's definitely not a substitute for a freaking cold drink, clown.
That 70% of the population is overweight or obese. They're happy with how everything's been going. They've been making bank off that. And so, it's
what is she putting in that strawberry?
unfortunate, and that's just another huge reason why I hope this company makes it, man. I really, really do. Because it would be a huge loss to the whole movement that's been going on there, man.
Oh, it'd be such a huge loss. This is processed food, okay? If you wanted to be healthy, go to the produce aisle. Every time I go to Walmart, me and my wife, we go there. We grab avocados, we grab potatoes, we grab apples, we grab bananas. There's all sorts of healthy stuff there that isn't frozen, prepackaged, expensive, salt-laden, fatty garbage like tattooed truckers and Impossible. I really hope that's on his refrigerator, by the way.
Huge loss, okay? And like myself, I love to eat these for lunch, for instance, right? A veggie hemp bowl. I mean, this is just clean eating, baby. Clean eating. Look at the ingredients list. I'll pull it up for you guys. That's clean eating, right? Super healthy. Super healthy.
Okay. Healthy or not, I mean, it looks healthy on the surface. You got 8 grams of fiber. That's pretty good. 12 grams of protein. That's wonderful. Number 1, this garbage is expensive. Number 2, 330 calories. I am a 230, 240 pound adult male that exercises. 330 calories is not enough for me. I need at least 1,000 calories in one meal to sustain myself. I probably need 3,000 calories a day. This would fill in 1/10 of my caloric needs. Could you imagine going and working out, like lifting heavy weights, benching, doing bent over rows, and then you come back, you're starving, your muscles need nutrition, and you have a 330 calorie veggie hemp soy boy pothead freaking bowl? What is this going to do for you? Absolutely nothing.
Like, it doesn't get much healthier than that, to be quite frank, right? But let's just be honest. If you gave the average American an option for lunch, and they got that as an option, or they got this, I mean, I wish they chose this. But just in all reality, they're going to choose this. We know.
There's other options for lunch. I just had some soup and a sandwich for lunch. There isn't a dual choice between Super Soy Boy 300 calorie food and Super Mega Lard Butt McDonald's, okay? There's a spectrum. People make choices every day, and they choose different things. And yeah, honestly, most people probably would choose McDonald's, because at least it'll freaking fill you up. You think that soy boy trash is going to fill you up? It wouldn't even fill up my daughter, and she's like 10 months old.
Americans are unfortunately addicted to these very unhealthy diets, and it's hard to break. It's really, really hard to break, and so it is what it is, man. It's very, very frustrating, and it's crazy because it's hard to even see the situation getting better, right? And I was taking a look at this, right? The percent of Americans that are either overweight or obese is 70% roughly now. 70% of Americans are either overweight or obese now at this point in time.
Oh, look at the number. Man, if only we had Tattooed Chef take over the world, then everybody would be perfectly thin and healthy. Imagine the poorest people in society buying Tattooed Chef. They get like minimum freaking wage, and they're like, oh, what should I buy for food? Maybe an apple? No, I'll get a $5 Buddha bowl that's not even going to fill me up. Yeah, that makes total freaking sense.
Time. It's even becoming a problem for the military. I remember first hearing about this, several years ago. And basically, the U.S. military has a huge problem with obesity, and it's only getting worse. Basically, if you didn't know, the military, like who's really in the military, right? It's folks 18 to 30, right? That's gonna like.
I'm 33 and I'm in the military.
Who enlists in the military, right? And over half of young adults are now obese or overweight. Study finds over half. So basically, if you're the military, you have to wipe out at least half of people from the United States of America that are kids. Like half of them, you don't even have a possibility of being in the military, right? And so that's just a crazy thing. Like,
yeah, you make them lose frickin' weight, then they can easily join the military. But it's funny, like, he pulled up this random article. Oh, the military is full of obesity. And then he's like, oh, half the people in the country are also fat. Half the kids are also fat. Okay, that's not enough data, Jeremy. But that's not besides the point, okay? The whole point of this video is this guy is a freaking clown. Massive clown. He sees Tattooed Chef as a mission, not as an investment. The mission is to save America from obesity. He thinks that the world would be a better place if everybody ate Tattooed Chef, when he doesn't realize that there's other better options out there that are more affordable, like, I don't know, going to the vegetable aisle if you're a vegetarian and getting fresh veggies. This guy is a clown, okay? But he's made his fortune off of Tattooed Chef. Tattooed Chef videos are my most popular videos. This soy boy stock is so popular that he's probably made more off YouTube revenue than he's lost in Tattooed Chef. I just had to react to that, man. It's so fun. It's just fun, okay? So everybody go subscribe to Jeremy. Go ahead and give him his 100,000 subscribers because that's such an accomplishment. And, I wish him the best. I wish him the best. Cheers!